Alright, so this is my fourth night playing this wonderful little game called Tex Murphy, the Pandora Directive. It is the fourth installment in the Tex Murphy series. And the second one to be rendered in brilliant 3D. What Wizard says, time for some more of Tex Murphy, the Panda Director. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, so we got a note yesterday from this woman named Emily that we met at this place called the Flamingo. So she gave us something. I'm guessing that this is going to be one of those wonderful puzzles. Oh, great. So this is a timed puzzle for some reason. For reasons that I am not entirely clear on. Okay, but we have a saved game, so if I run out of time, I can just go back. I'm not really sure why this is timed. They gave no justification for such in the Okay, so how do you rotate these pieces? That's my question. Okay, this looks like a top piece. What Wizard says, wow, first thing tonight is a terrible puzzle. Thanks, Tex. Yep. Gotta love that Murph Texy. Surely there is a way to rotate these pieces. I can't... It's not space bar. What are the normal control? Ah, it's just the arrow keys. That would make sense. Alright, so... Okay, so that looks like a top piece as well. So we have that. And that looks kind of ambiguous. And that could go anywhere, but presumably on an edge. That is also ambiguous. Alright, I have not been given much time, so I am certainly going to need to store my game. Okay, that's probably... Yeah. Who knows? Boy, am I bad at these. I have 40 more seconds to complete this. It's not going to happen. But let's see what we can do. "21 seconds. Okay, so it's very difficult for me with the nature of this paper to really tell... Ah, that looks like a fit. Okay, so when I run out of points, I just get a negative completion points score. So presumably, if I'm not able to finish it, I will just finish the game with fewer points, which I'm totally okay with. What Wizard says, and I'm sorry, Nate. It's alright. Okay, so... There might be a little bit more clarity now. I might as well just turn, like, if I can tell what way the letters are supposed to go, I might as well turn them the right way, because that'll make things a little easier, I think. it's going to be that. So it's not, that doesn't go there. But it does look like a top piece, at any rate. Okay. That goes that way. Goes that way. That goes this way. I think that goes that way. Okay, so this also looks like a top piece. Aha. Think, is that a match? Probably not. That's probably not a match. But we'll put it there for now anyways. Yeah, anyways. Okay, that looks like a... Not only is that one an end piece, but it's like an end piece on the right side, almost certainly. Okay, I'm still looking here. Not sure what direction this goes in. And... okay. I'm really unsure who thought that this was such a wonderful concept to have these kinds of puzzles in this, but I don't know. That probably is just... Does this go here? Maybe it does. Okay. So this is clearly an end piece. I'm going to move everything over just a little bit. I've given up on the point thing. I'm just going to do it to completion. Even if I lose all my points. Okay. Looking for a Y. That clearly is a U. G, okay. No. It's 4. If only I could just lay all these pieces out in a nice row, see them clearly, that would be so nice. There's not enough space for that. Oh, hey. This might be... I'm watching... Okay. Panda Space Stand says, this is a pretty good puzzle. Yep, it's a literal puzzle. Okay. I never found my Y. The edge of the piece is going to be the base of a Y. This is probably a bottom piece, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's not it. I'd like it to be it, but I don't think it is. No, maybe it is. Yeah, I think it is. Just need to move everything else over a little bit. Panda Space Stand says they really had to put together the best think tank to come up with this one. Yep, it's a pretty great puzzle, isn't it? One of the many brilliant moments of the Tex Murphy series. Alright, so now I'm looking for the bottom of an eye. I'm watching you. Could this be it? No, it doesn't look like it. Could this be it? No, it doesn't look like it. Ugh, okay. Looking for the bottom of an eye. There we go. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Tex Murphy, said the letter. Says, what, wizard? Okay. Okay. I'm looking for the bottom of a... It's probably gonna like... Okay, it's gonna be like a little sideways... line, like a diagonal line for the bottom of the Y. No, that's... Okay. No, it looked like maybe. No. Okay. Ugh. I'm really not sure if I'm just really bad at these or if these are just dumb. Or maybe it's a combination of the two. It would probably be somewhat helpful if I just laid everything out kind of visibly instead of piling things on top of each other. That'd probably be a good idea, Nathan. This is literally about as exciting as watching someone put together a jigsaw puzzle live on TV. The World Jigsaw Championships. I don't think that that's going to be... So this looks plausible, except it doesn't really fit. Yeah, it doesn't fit. Yeah. Okay, okay, so everything is kind of laid out. But still... This is giving me trouble. Maybe I'm becoming too fixated on this one part. Maybe I should start putting other parts together. Like, I guess I could get maybe all the bottom pieces lined up as best I can. That would at least eliminate a few. Looking for anything with an edge. This could be... I guess this could be a bottom piece, right? Maybe. Anything with an edge. Because it looks like the edge, like the right and left edges pretty much all got burned. So I think anything remaining with an edge is going to be a bottom piece. Boy, okay. I also need something like curved for that. Okay, that looks plausible. That's probably it. See anything? No. Yeah, just... Alright. Okay. That's not right. I'm not sure where the home for that is. Man, I don't know how anyone can do this in the time allotted. That just seems crazy to me. Although I guess I don't have the best spatial reasoning. There we go. Bum. Okay. Not sure why I'm whistling the theme for Jurassic Park, but... Could it be? No. I don't know how viable that space I created there is. It looks like a good fit, though. Certainly not this piece. Okay, but it's definitely... I definitely need the end of the Y. I think it's going to be just like a little dot. It could... No, but that doesn't fit. Just a little thing. Little tail for that Y. It could just be a dot. It could be as small as a dot. That doesn't have it. That big piece, I mean, doesn't have it. See, that kind of has it, but of course it can't be it though, because this is obviously the end of the word. That can't be it either. Okay. Panda Space Stand says, the piece in the bottom left, if you flip it around, bottom right. Huh? Aha! Panda Space Stand. You've led me to enlightenment here. Okay. Making some progress. I need... Alright. Maybe I can try getting these words. Getting the... Aha! Alright. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. I don't know. Ah, man. Okay. I need... the rest of some letters. Is what I need. I really don't... I just... Obviously the pieces are there. Aha. Okay. Anna Space Stan says the piece with ES on it goes on the right side. Yeah. Okay. Pick. Pictures. Okay. Obviously that goes there. Should have seen that a while ago. I need an edge piece. No, 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 no. Tex Murphy. Panda Space Stan says, the one that has what looks like IOR on it finishes pictures. Ah. Yes. And bottom center. Okay, I already found it. Okay. So, I now need to find... Okay, never mind. Okay. And... yeah. I'm watching you. I take pictures. I don't actually know where this goes. It's kind of hard to tell with Ba, 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 da, ba. Okay. Oh, there's not that many pieces left. This shouldn't take long. B. There's like a little piece in there. Just not sure what it is. I'm pretty sure not everything's positioned right, but this is the general idea. I think. Letters, letters. That's not right. Ah, there we go. And then this is afraid, obviously. Yeah, so I need like another... There we go. Okay. The question is, what do I do with these other pieces? Don't have letters, but need to go somewhere. So this goes here. If it'll actually drop. There we go. This is the end piece. Huh. Weird. Okay, so there's a weird, like... There's a weird gap here. I got it. But But will the game accept that I got it? Come on, game. Clearly, I've solved this puzzle. I'm afraid to exit because Panda Space Dan says it's kind of outside the box. Oh, shoot. I guess I need to move it inside the box. Oh man, I'm like... Took so much longer than the game wanted me to. Okay. Hopefully I'm not screwing anything up irreparably. Everything needs to get moved down. It's still outside the... I have like a gap. Okay, game, how picky are you going to be? There we go. Okay.
Now, Emily Stalker was careful not to leave anything traceable on this note. The only distinctive thing about it is the black arrow symbol.
All right. Well, we've picked up a clue then. A distinctive black arrow symbol. I'm going to save my game. That took me a long time. All right. I'm gonna go to the police station.
I've known Lieutenant Mac Malden for years, and occasionally we help each other out. Like a few months ago, when I gave Mac a tip on finding Rusty the Clown's body in the funhouse down the street from the Ritz.
Well, as I live and breathe, it isn't Tex Murphy, my little PI pal.
I'm gonna ask you about the injury.
Hey, what's your arm doing in a sling? Isn't it usually your butt?
You're a funny guy, Murphy. You know, I sprained my elbow beating the hell out of a guy just 'cause he reminded me of you.
Them's fighting words. I'm gonna get philosophical.
You know, Mac, they say it's a thin line between love and hate.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Get out of my office!
I'm gonna give a Rusty a reminder.
And I think you're forgetting who tipped you off about finding Rusty's remains at the funhouse and got you named Cop of the Month.
I didn't forget. Though I'd like to. So what do you want?
I'm gonna offer you this note from in my inventory.
Take a look at this note.
Damn. Did you get this?
I got it from a client. What can you tell me about it?
You ever hear about the Black Arrow Killer?
It's vaguely familiar, but refresh my memory.
Oh no, you're on your own in this one. You take care of yourself. That's dangerous territory.
Okay. So, nope. It's Black Arrow Killer. Okay. I'm gonna ask you about some things then. Thomas Malloy.
Don't know anything about him.
Tell me about the Black Arrow Killer, man.
Most of what I know came from the papers. I know there's a rumor around that the Black Arrow Killer has moved out here. Most of what I know...
Okay.
You think I know?
Tell me more about Emily's note.
I don't know any more than what I've told you.
How about the stalker she apparently has?
There are a lot of perverts running around these days. We can't keep tabs on all of them.
True public servant, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
Clint Eastwood.
You think I know everyone in this town?
Gus Leach.
Don't know anything about him.
Lucy Love.
You think I know everyone in this town?
Boy, you're helpful. The Yucatec language.
No can do, Murphy.
Zach Williams.
Don't know anything about him.
Sandra.
You think I know everyone in this town?
The newspaper photo of Malloy.
No can do, Murphy.
Tyson Matthews.
Don't know anything about him.
The warehouse.
Well, there are some things I don't know about.
Crazy Gary.
Don't know anything about him.
Mac Malden.
I'm doing just fine. Now that Joanne's left me, it's like a whole new, beautiful world.
Nilo.
You think I know everyone in this town?
Gordon Fitzpatrick.
Don't know anything about him.
Rook Garner.
I met him when we were investigating the pawn shop robberies. Seemed like a decent guy. I met him when we were investigating...
Louis Lamintz.
Louis makes the best chili in town. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit in with my new low-fat, high-fiber diet.
Okay. Chelsea Bando.
You think I know everyone in this town?
Me, Tex Murphy.
You're not my type, if that's what you're asking.
Alright, I think I've heard enough from you. Um... So I guess I'll head back to Chandler Avenue. I don't know, I guess I'll head over to the Brew and Stew and see what Louis Lamintz is up to.
Wife, you just missed Chelsea. She stopped in to say goodbye. She's apparently off to Arizona. Is everything okay with you two?
Damn. I'm going to look to Louis for illumination.
I have absolutely no idea. What did Chelsea tell you?
Well, she and I talked for a bit. She's having a rough go of it.
I'm gonna be moderate. I don't want to. None of these options are good. Manly incomprehension, trivialize Chelsea's plight, or be moderately offended. God. I'm gonna be moderately offended, I guess.
Or should I take that personally? I think I'm going to.
Well, it's part you, part turning 30. I told her everyone goes through a phase like this. I haven't yet. Of course, I'm still young. I'm 58 and I still ain't ready to settle down. Tell me, Mike, you ever been truly in love with someone?
I'm gonna mention the dark past.
Sure. Used to be married.
Yeah, the only thing easier than falling in love is getting married.
If you only knew.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's a hell of a lot harder to get out of a marriage than it is to get into one.
You know what it is, Mike? Chemicals. Up in your brain. We got these chemicals going bananas.
I'm gonna use some illegal substance humor.
Look, it's not my fault. They told me it was oregano.
Origami? You shouldn't be eating at those sushi places anymore. Not those chemicals. The kind that turn men into idiots whenever they're around women. My point is, falling in love don't mean a lot. What's hard is knowing someone real well and still liking them.
Some sage wisdom there,
That ain't
Louis.
even the hardest thing. The hardest thing is finding someone you can trust. Remember that. Now, I'll get off my soapbox. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me anything about... No, I'm not going to show that to you. I'm going to ask you, though, about the Black Arrow Killer.
I remember reading about the Black Arrow Killer. Someone was covering the story in the Bay City Mirror.
Okay. Tell me about the Bay City Mirror.
You want to find copies of the Black Arrow Killer articles? I throw out all my old papers, but Rook sometimes holds on to his. Keeps them in the alley back at the pawn shop.
Okay. Go check those out. Can you tell me anything about Emily's note?
Out of my league on that one.
How about the stalker?
I've heard talk that a stranger's been seen around the neighborhood for a while now. Of course, a lot of people come and go around here. I've heard talk that a stranger...
Okay. Do you know anything about Emily Sue Patterson?
I don't know anything else about her.
I guess I talked to you about her already. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I can ask you about? No. I'm done. Bye, Louis. I'm gonna go check out the garbage behind Rook's. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna check out the garbage behind Rook's pawn shop. don't know, where do you keep your newspapers?
Man, I haven't seen this much trash since the Murphy family swap meet.
Oh, is this it?
Man, I haven't seen this much.
No. That box looked kind of promising, but...
Man,
Okay.
man.
Start opening... Oh, I can't open that. Did I look in this trash can?
I have to admit,
Okay. Open. Aha.
man. Seems like I have to go through Rook's garbage at some point in every case I take. A dirty, rotten job. Wow. Here's an old issue of the Bay City Mirror.
Okay. Who's who in local business? Sapphire Bob Baggett, founder of Sapphire Bob's Phone Farm Services, was recognized this week as Local Businessman of the Year. Sapphire Bob graduated from Oakmont High and worked at San Francisco Tech for several semesters in the custodial department. He then left school and moved somewhere down south and entered the pharmaceutical business, where he amassed a small fortune. Sapphire Bob met his current wife, Trixie, on a business trip to Las Vegas, and they were married after a storybook 3-hour romance. The happy couple moved back to the city by the bay a year and a half ago and started up a lucrative telemarketing business. Sapphire Bob is quick to attribute his success to others. "If it weren't for the hard work of my employees, I wouldn't be making squat." Our congratulations go out to Sapphire Bob and those fortunate enough to work for our local Businessman of the Year. Mutant Coalition announces Mutant Pride celebration. The Mutant Coalition has petitioned Mayor Lender to designate April 2nd as Mutant Pride Day. According to Mutant Coalition Grand Poobah Lepo Davis, Mutant Pride Day will be celebrated regardless of whether the mayor makes it official or not. Events slated for April 2nd include a parade, a pie-eating contest, and a 3-legged race. There must be at least 2 participants. Ho ho. In addition, local musical groups will perform. The lineup includes Brains and Eggs, Meat Whistle, and the Buchanans, who are sure to sing their big hit, "We're So Right, We're Left." Puppy chews off man's leg. AP, Rochester, New York. Native Pablito Smith woke up last week to find that Barkley, his 3-month-old Labrador Retriever, had chewed his leg off completely. According to Mystery Smith, he'd been up late the night before drinking mucha tequila and passed out on his living room sofa. He didn't realize the leg was gone until he tried to stand up the next morning. Immediately after falling on the floor, Mr. Smith noticed Barkley playing with the leg. The impromptu amputation wasn't all bad, though. "I've been trying for many years to lose weight," said Mr. Smith, now weighing in at a svelte 195 pounds. He is scheduled to leave the hospital today. Ho-ho. Good. Exclusive, The Black Arrow Killer Strikes Again by Lucia Purnell. In what appears to be a carbon copy of the serial murders committed in Arizona and Nevada over the past 2 years, a young woman has been murdered in New San Francisco. Police are not releasing any information at this time, including the name of the victim. The reporter has learned, however, that evidence was found at the crime scene, which indicates that the Black Arrow Killer has struck again. Reports from several months ago hinted that the police had finally caught the serial murderer in Nevada. This was never confirmed or denied, though the recent tragedy seems to prove that the killer is still on the loose. We will provide all possible information when it becomes available. So who's this a picture of? It's really confusing. Sports. Gorts on Sports by Al Gortz Jr. The big news today, of course, is the arrest of Monosaurus, the power-hitting catcher of the Bay City Mutants. Mono was booked on manslaughter charges stemming from the fatal incident which took place yesterday. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Mono ripped a hanging slow curve into the stands to the left of third base, hitting a woman in the forehead and killing her instantly. After the game, which the Mutants won 5-4 on Monosaki's 3-run upper deck blast, Mono was cuffed and escorted from the ballpark in a patrol speeder. As it turns out, the victim was Mono's ex-wife, and witnesses say that Mono pointed in her direction moments before stepping onto the batter's box. Police suspect foul play. There's a quote from Mono. "I didn't know it was her." Fishing Pros contest winner. The following entry submitted by Natty Larson was chosen as the winner of our annual Why I Love to Fish writing contest. Natty wins a 4-day, 3-night, all-expenses-paid trip to Stain Lake, Oregon, and a new set of waders. Throughout history, fly fishing has remained the pinnacle of the angler's art. Other weapons of attack on dwellers of lake and steam may come and go, but when a man has tried every one, if he is a philosopher at all, he will come back to fly fishing. For the fly rod offers other inducements than merely winning the physical fight. The satisfaction lies, rather, in one's closeness to nature, in his becoming one with his environment, in the lifelong pursuit of big-ass lunker trout. Okay. Computer Biz Buzz by Mr. Data. According to Chad Froth, spokesperson for Microsoft, there is simply no truth to the rumors that Bill Gates has died in a tragic speeder accident and has been replaced by a lifelike computer replica. There has been considerable speculation ever since the release of Windows 42, in which Bill Gates was pictured on the cover with a hand over his head, apparently staring down at a flower-covered grave. Fueling the Bill is dead rumors are several snippets which can be heard if the new Microsoft Golf CD #1 is played backwards on a CD player. One of the phrases, reportedly spoken by Paul Allen, says, "I buried Bill." Microsoft adamantly denies these allegations, saying that the phrase is actually Libraryville, the code name for a new Microsoft cyber literature product. It's good to know that old Bill Gates is still kicking around. Movies and shakers. Bruce Willis, still fit and spry at age 91, is set to star in Die Hard 18. Die Hard 18, still alive and kicking. Willis says that this will be the last and most exciting movie in popular cinematic series. The plot centers around a terrorist takeover of Fort Lauderdale retirement community. Co-stars include Paul Rubens as the terrorist leader and Macaulay Culkin as a bitter ex-child star. Also in the news, United Features announced today that Waterworld, the 1995 sci-fi classic, finally broke even. Okay. Daylight Savings Shift still hot topic. The Daylight Savings Shift, which was enacted January 1st, has met with mixed reviews. While the Surgeon General has applauded the move, saying that it will reduce skin cancer deaths by at least 50%, others have been highly critical. "We're not owls, for Pete's sake," said Representative Carl Van Doty, Democrat, Alabama. Senator Vincent Poole, Republican from New Jersey, adds, "This whole fiasco is turning into a bunch of frickin' nocturnal beasts. Though there are many rural sports which have yet to shift business hours from AM to PM, all metropolitan areas have complied with the changeover. On the plus side, most businesses have seen little difference in employee effectiveness and absenteeism, and crime is down in most cities as criminals are forced to engage in their nefarious activities during daylight hours. Hospitals, however, have noticed an increase in cases of insomnia and sleep disorders. The Surgeon General advises that this is a temporary result of the necessary adjustment and will soon pass." Okay, so they just, push the clock 12 hours forward or something? Okay, does this sound like your kind of job? Work in the same building with lots of interesting people. Earn up to 15 minutes and breaks every 4 hours. Enjoy a full hour of lunch, unpaid. A clean, sanitary bathroom available at any time. 3 fully functioning drinking fountains. Punch in on state-of-the-art time clock. Sit in a comfortable chair with armrests. Make dollars simply by talking on the phone all day. If this sounds like the kind of exciting career you've dreamed about, contact Sapphire Bob's Phone Farm Services at 555-0801. A challenging and rewarding opportunity in the field of telemarketing could be your stepping stone to the future. What Wizard says, the most unrealistic thing in this game is that there is a Democratic representative in Alabama. Yeah, probably. Be an artist or just look like one. World-renowned fashion expert Francois will appear for one night only at the Bayview Community College Amphitheater. Francois, founder of the Nouvelle Avant-Garde fashion movement, will lecture on a variety of topics including art, apparel, and accessories, dressing for suicide, and a basic black turtleneck, the new blue blazer. Tickets are $163.27 and are available at the door. The lecture begins promptly at 8:19, and cigarettes will be served afterwards. Okay, well, that was the newspaper. Is there anything else back here? Wasn't there like a sewer entrance back here? Yeah, there was. Should probably save my game.
Whoever's responsible for these boxes being down here must be in a great deal of pain.
I would guess so.
Whoever's responsible... Danger, contaminated area. No. Contamination? Around here?
I never would have heard of such a thing. Ah.
Oh, great. Another empty box. This looks like the kind of money belt that drug dealers are wearing these days.
Oh, cool. I found some money.
I think I could put this money to a more productive use than any drug dealer could.
That's probably fair. I got some money.
Whoever's... Whoever's responsible...
Ah.
Well, this box looks like it hasn't rotted through yet.
I can open this box.
A chisel. Maybe someone's been down here doing some prospecting.
Alright, well, I found some things. Which is good, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna go visit Mr. Rook.
I heard it through the grapevine that you and Chelsea had a little spat at the Flamingo.
Yep, that happened.
How embarrassing.
I'm going to give a snippety rejoinder.
Yeah, almost as embarrassing as your outfit. When was the last time you washed that shirt?
There's nothing wrong with my shirt. And if you don't have anything constructive to say, get out.
I'm going to ask you some questions, sir. Can you tell me about Lucia Purnell?
I remember Lucia Purnell. Quite a strong-willed young woman. She works for the Bay City Mirror and came to interview me right after my shop was broken into. I have her business card here if you want to contact her.
Thank you for the business card. What do you know about the Bay City Mirror?
The Mirror is a fine publication. I try to save my copies so they can be recycled. Then the bums come while I'm sleeping and steal them. Probably using them for blankets.
Ah, those awful bums using your hard-earned trash for blankets. Can you tell me anything about the Black Arrow Killer?
I read about the Black Arrow Killer in the newspaper, but why are you asking me about him? He was arrested in Nevada some time ago.
Okay. Know anything else?
I read about...
Okay. How about this note from Emily?
You expect me to know about that?
Yeah, okay, how about the stalker?
I've heard that a stranger's been seen lurking around the neighborhood lately. I figured it was just you getting your jollies.
No?
No. Next question.
Lucy Love?
I've only seen the name on the marquee outside the Fuchsia Flamingo.
Do you know anything about the Yucatec language?
As a matter of fact, I just received a large number of reference books from an estate. If I'm not mistaken, one of the books was titled Yucatec Made Easy. You can buy it if you'd like, $30.
You know what? Sure.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
Alright. Cool. So, I think I'm done here. How much money do I have? 1570. Maybe now wouldn't be a bad time to settle my debts at the electronics shop. Hey there, dude.
Ah, Mr. Murphy. Have you decided to pay off your bill?
Yes. Here is $1,230.
All right, all right. Here's your money. Now, when do I get my new credit card?
You don't. From now on, it's cash only. If you see something you like, ask me about it, and I'll give you a price.
Well, at least that way I won't go into terrible debt.
Tissot watches. Last one I had broke down.
Not the most useful.
These joysticks never seem to provide the satisfaction they promise.
Again, can't think of a use for it.
Now there's utility. A radio that doubles as a boat propeller.
I don't know.
Photo analyzer. Most of the photos I've seen don't require much psychiatric help.
Could be useful, I guess.
Well, they sure got a great selection of gadgets, gizmos, and thingies.
Cool. What's this?
That sucker reminds me of the bill collector that dropped by my office a month ago.
Oh.
Tissot watches.
Okay, we already looked at those. How about these?
Those headphones sound terrible with my Victrola.
Alright.
Those headphones.
Okay.
This computer has way too many keys.
Too many keys.
I used to have a battery pack like this for my Robco toys.
Alright. What is this?
Taser. I had one of those once, but I kept zapping myself.
A taser might be useful. What is this thing?
That is one old camera. I don't think they even make film for these anymore. Well, they sure got a great selection of gadgets, gizmos, and thingies. Memo pad? Jeez. Are they still trying to sell these things?
Okay.
They haven't sold a single visor since I started shopping here.
Useful.
A relief globe of the moon. That might come in handy if I ever have to relieve myself on the moon. This spacecraft looks like the escape shuttle from the Moonchild.
The Moonchild. Oh yeah, the ship from the last game.
Memo pad. Jeez.
Alright. What else? A Newton.
I got one of these, and it's a real beauty.
Yep.
Ah, the Moonchild.
Alright. Wait, what was that about the Moonchild?
Ah, the Moonchild toy space station. Needless to say, it hasn't been a big seller over the last year.
I wonder why. Something you would only know if you watched the last game. Actually, I don't even really remember.
I'm afraid my credit card for this slide box was terminated.
Yep, that's what happened.
Force field keeps out undesirables. I'm not interested in Geigers. Little buggers eat till they explode.
Yep. They're just gonna eat and eat and eat and eat and eat until they die.
I'm not interested in Geigers.
Alright. Cool. Well, I can't think of anything that I need. But when I do, I can go and buy them. Alright, so what other things are there?
The slice of heaven's been vacant for months.
Yeah, that's right. I can't get in there. Except I can. I think I remember going through the side door yesterday. Not this one. I think it was back here. Yeah. Hold on. I don't know if I actually found anything useful here, but... Oh, I can move this. I must have... Okay, I can open this box. What is in here?
Yeah, old shipping.
It is alcohol.
It's a bottle of something. Yummy. 25-year-old scotch.
Okay. Oh, I remember someone who wanted some scotch. That preacher dude.
Nothing interesting here.
I'll go find the preacher dude and give him some scotch. Oh, preacher man, I found a bottle of scotch that you might enjoy. He was behind one of these buildings. I think he was behind the Golden Gate. Okay.
his voice and prophesied, in those days they shall pervert the innocent pimento. The innocent pimento! By wrapping it in a...
I happen to be in the middle of a very important sermon.
Yes, yes, but I have something for you.
Well, I brought you an offering.
How may I assist you, O venerable giver of the precious potation?
I can ask you about everything.
That appellation is foreign to me.
You don't know about Malloy, huh? Do you know about Sandra?
A name with which I am totally unfamiliar. I saw this man but once, strolling along the thoroughfare. He appeared to drop an article of some sort. When he bent to retrieve it, I espied an object fall from his pocket. It turned out to be a key.
Okay, so can I have the key?
I saw this man but once.
Or maybe you gave it to me. How about Tyson Matthews?
No.
How about the warehouse?
I have seen the warehouse, but have never entered therein.
How about the Bay City Mirror?
It was a publication I perused on occasion, until one day, to my horror, I saw recipes for... I cannot say it. It was a publication I...
Okay, so you saw recipes for some meat-based dish. How about Crazy Gary?
I have been summoned by a greater power to preach against the forces of red meat and its kin. It is my calling in life, and I fear no man.
About Lucia Purnell?
That appellation is foreign to me.
How about the Black Arrow Killer?
A name with which I am totally unfamiliar.
How about Mac Malden?
No.
How about the Stalker?
My ignorance is regrettable.
How about this note that Emily gave me?
I am unable to assist you.
How about Emily Sue Patterson?
A name with which I am totally unfamiliar.
How about Lucy Love?
I have seen the name advertised, and it speaks to me of unbridled lasciviousness.
Okay. How about Gus Leach?
No.
How about Nilo?
The cretin is a veritable slaughterhouse. If he approaches to within eyesight, I fairly retch from the foul odor.
Okay. So you're kind of ambivalent about Nilo, I see. How about Gordon Fitzpatrick?
That appellation is foreign to me.
How about Zach Williams?
A name with which I am totally unfamiliar.
How about Clint Eastwood?
Now there is a man of insight. He eats no meat. Of course, he eats nothing but chocolate.
Yep. Gotta love him. How about Rook Garner?
Psycho preacher! That's what the foul little man calls me. A curse be upon his pancreas.
Okay. How about Louis Laments?
That nefarious parasite, his very livelihood subsists on polluting the intestines of all the inhabitants in our fair locality. I have waged war upon him and his ilk, and only one of us will live to tell the tale.
Okay. How about Chelsea Bando?
Ah, the lovely creature who administers at the local newsstand. A sweet flower.
All right. How about Me. Sorry. Me.
Your taste in Scotch is unquestionable. For that fact alone, I can bear the stench of digesting meat emanating from your every pore.
Good to know. Well, I think that's everything I have to say to you. Cool. So did you give me that key? See airport photo. Child. I guess not. Newspaper. See. Yeah, I guess he didn't give me the key.
This dumpster smells like...
Sir, I'd really like that key.
A blessing be upon you.
Malloy's key.
You may indeed have the key, and I wish you luck in locating the poor man.
Alright. So... what are some doors? Some locked doors. What are some locked doors that I know of? There's the warehouse. I think that's locked.
It's all locked up.
Okay. Let's use the key on the door. There we go. Cool, man. Alright. Ah, there seems to be a chest.
Sword looks pretty sharp. It's probably the reason for the peg leg.
Peg leg? Is there a peg leg in here? Ah. Some other items.
Well, blow me down. It's a Lucky Pierre signature souvenir pirate hat.
Alright.
Arr, a peg leg. I hope all the prosthetic devices didn't belong to the same pirate.
Okay.
That's a nasty hook. You can put an eye out with that thing.
Alright. Great. So I found a peg leg. What else is in this warehouse? Acme Warehouse. Property of Dr. Thomas Malloy, Fragile.
What's this? It's a crate with Thomas Malloy's name stenciled right on the side. I'll need to move it out of that tight corner before I can open it.
Okay. Cool.
This button must turn on. This button probably lowers stuff.
Okay.
Won't move any farther in that.
Okay. So let's see. What did I just do? Aha.
The slots on the trolley are lined up with the ring on top of Malloy's crate. Now I just need to find something to connect them with.
Can I use the peg leg? Use peg leg. There we go. I will raise the crate.
This panel must operate the...
Right.
This button must turn on the pulley. That ought to do the trick.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Looks like something fell out of Malloy's crate.
All right. It is a map of Asia. Cool. Guess Malloy has a thing for Southeast Asia. What else? Can't get back in this corner, can I? I can get stuff from here.
Plains of Nazca. I don't see any airplane.
Alright. Alright, Tex. So I found this cool picture of the Nazca Plains. It's kind of neat.
It's a rug or a wall hanging.
Right. I will examine this too.
Well, this is certainly an interesting design. I wonder what type of symbols these are.
Okay. Alright, well. Is there anything else in this here warehouse? It seems like they're reusing a lot of rooms from the previous game, but that's okay.
These are either oxygen tanks or artillery shells.
Right.
That box looks like it's empty.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, I think I'm about Tex Murphy out at this point. So I'm going to save and leave the rest of my adventuring for tomorrow. But thanks for joining me tonight. And we will see what happens next in this grand adventure of piecing together shredded notes and other fun stuff. Farewell.